A win at the Riverside, a corner goal and an away win. No, this can't be real, says welcome back to Hornets Walk. It's been another great weekend for Watford and no weirdness this weekend either. Coming up, though, there's a big debate as we welcome Luton Town to Vicarage Road this Sunday. Should it be Bayo or should it be Dumbia that gets the nod? Also, we're getting some Borough reaction from our team here. Who deserves to be promoted, of course, because now we're coming to the business end of the season. And what is the worst ever Watford kit? We've got 3 examples to go through live on the screen, plus some of your images that you've sent through on social media as well. Welcome back to Hornets Walk. It is 20 minutes of Watford chat. Aaron, Rio and Luke are back with us fresh from the Riverside, and we are previewing the big one. It is, of course, Luton Town and a chance for some revenge after the 3-0 thrashing earlier in the season. We're going to bring in our Luton Town fan in a second. But Aaron, we talked before about what this fixture does to you as an away fixture. What does it do for you when you're at home against this lot?
Pretty much the same, just different venue, really. It's it's the one you mark on your calendar at the start of every season, and look, I just, like you say, it's revenge time. We can't follow it up with another loss. I mean, it must be the first double that a team could do for a long old time. I can't get you the exact date, but I mean, given it was so long that we even had not playing each other, I'm guessing the last double must go back at least 30 years. So yeah, look, Cav to get that revenge. Cannot let him do the double over us.
Let's bring in Mark, shall we? Welcome, Mark, who's obviously the chair of our rival podcast where Hatters Walk across the network. How are you, Mark? Are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah. I say looking forward to it. You always think derbies, you need the bragging rights, and if you don't get them, you don't want to lose. So yeah, and obviously we've got this dreadful away run, which has got to end sometime, hasn't it? Can it please end on Sunday?
As an away fan, how is it travelling to Vicarage? The travel to Vicarage Road, the surrounding areas. What does it feel like?
Well, the last time I got a lift down, and then I think before that it was we were in lockdown, so we couldn't go. So last time was, and then we haven't played each other for 14 years, so it's been such a long time apart from last year. First time I went, it's just been so long that we've played there that the whole area has changed since we were regularly visiting there.
Yeah. Luke, does this do something to you, this fixture? Do you lose all your niceties and your charm? You turn into a savage.
Yeah, definitely. I think on game day I'm a little bit like, come on. But I think I would definitely say for me, Aaron, Rio, this is only the second time that we're going to see us play Luton at home, and I think it's that excitement to it as well. I remember like the away game. Honestly, I actually couldn't sleep probably because I was so excited, because being like a Watford fan, being like 12 to 15, you're just like, I can't wait to play Luton. And it's good that we're finally back together, where we've sort of had those years where we've kind of been in the Championship, maybe in the Prem. And I kind of don't want Luton to go down, just because of the fact that I know that when they go down, we're not going to play them anymore. And that's the only fixture that I look forward to getting, and that's the date done. And I'm not planning anything else around that date. But in terms of the actual fixture, I really think especially for Luton, it's how they do on Wednesday. I think if they pick up a win against Plymouth, they'll go in with a lot of confidence and think they might fancy themselves. I think if they lose to Plymouth, that will knock their confidence even. I really think that if you spoke to me on Thursday, I'd have more of a definite sort of feeling at how I feel the game would go. Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous. I've got a bad feeling about it. To be fair, I don't think we'll win. I don't know why. There's just something with Luton's league table position and us doing all right in the moment that something's gonna go wrong here. But I'm honestly absolutely buzzing for the game. I can't wait.
Mark, arguably Wednesday night is far more important to Luton than Watford, isn't
it? From a league point of view, then Wednesday is massive. I mean, everyone talks about must-win games, but we have to win Wednesday. So from importance of games, but yeah, it's just a horrible feeling losing a local derby, and you've just got to take it for 6 months, and then you just wait for the next one. So So yeah, because Wednesday's so big, focus will turn on Wednesday night, Thursday morning to the game, and it's just absolutely massive. I mean, this fixture, I don't think we've had an away win for either side. I know we haven't played each other for a while, but I think we haven't won a league game at Watford for about 30 years, and it's been 20 years since there was any away win. So it seems to be a home fixture.
Can you remember the time you've done the double over Watford? What is it?
Yeah, I think 94. It might have been. I mean, that was the last time we won there. It's just a long time ago. Before I had grey hair.
Rio, Luke says he doesn't want Luton to go down. Do you share that sentiment?
It's quite a hassle playing them away, getting all the coaches, but no, I don't want them to go down. But I think what makes the derby so good is that we've barely played them of recent. There's only been 3 games in 18 years or something. So it adds to the excitement, especially when you haven't played them for so long. That's why other derbies such as West Brom v Wolves or Millwall West Ham, they're so anticipated because they rarely play each other. So maybe that's a good thing that we haven't played them, because it just builds the excitement up even more.
Okay. Mark, you're raising money this weekend just because you're walking to Vicarage Road, which is good on you. We'll put your Just Giving link in the chat if any well-meaning Watford fans wish to donate. Last time you did that, you lost though, didn't you? In the fixture that you walked to. So, not a good omen.
So once again, I think everyone expected it to be a lunchtime kickoff. No, I don't think we'll ever play each other at 3:00 on a Saturday. So because of 12:00, I'm having to break it up in 2 days. So St Albans on the Saturday, and then to Vicarage Road on the Sunday. And walking on Wednesday as well. So just excited for the walk, and just buzzing for the game.
Okay. Well, I can't wish you well because I've got 3 Watford fans staring me down. But I will say good luck to all, and thank you for popping on. And we'll catch up with you, of course, on the other side. Thanks, Mark. Good to see you.
All right, then. Thanks very much. Bye.
Right, then. Let's talk about the team that starts then, shall we? So, Aaron, first of all, lots of excitement. Next week is when the players need to turn up. I love Pollock, however, but what happens next week? We'll cover that one. Some thoughts from the game. I was delighted at Middlesbrough. Louser was totally in control. Abanqua, Kevin, Selvik, solid. TDB, superb. Dumbia, excellent. Was pleased to see Iheanacho was not very good at all. Maybe someone at Watford knows what they're actually doing. #back Tom. How good was Middlesbrough?
Yeah, I mean, I remember us going through the fixtures a few weeks back, and we had that run with like Cardiff and stuff in, and we thought, oh yeah, so we're going to pick up loads of points in that run because this run we've got coming's awful. And then we have that run was terrible, and we've picked up points against Sunderland and Borough. So, that's just life supporting Watford, isn't it? The expected just doesn't happen. But yeah, great performance. The clean sheet as well, I think, has gone under the radar. To see this Watford team manage to play 90 minutes without conceding the goal is definitely a step in the right direction. I know that's obviously led to a lot of conversations with sort of who starts in defence, given he gave Pollock a rest and we still kept a clean sheet, which just makes it even the more impressive. I'm personally of the opinion that although they had a really good game, you still start Pollock Sunday. I think of all of the sort of starting 11, he's the real leader out on that pitch, although he may not have the armband. So I think that's sort of worth more than keeping that partnership, because I think although he's probably knackered, I think having that rest, he should come back into the team for what he's given us this season. I think it'd be unfair to drop him 2 weeks in a row.
And what about the Bayo debate, Rio? There's again lots of chatter about this one. Cameron says, sadly, I can only see Bayo starting that game. I think 3 of the last 14 performances, not leads, have been really encouraging given circumstances. I wouldn't want to change too much. That's obviously in reference to Dumbia as well. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, he's been really good last few games. Leeds, obviously, no one particularly played well because we got hammered. But Sunderland, his hold up, his link up play, he was doing very well. And Middlesbrough as well. The same thing happened against Sunderland and Middlesbrough. When he came off, we lost control of the game, and Middlesbrough started dominating and nearly conceded. So yeah, I feel like Cleverley will start Bayo because of his so-called experience, and he does have 10 goals to his name. Whereas Dumbia in front of goal isn't so convincing, but he's only played less than a handful of games for us. And yeah, I think maybe it's a tough one, but at home in a derby, I want a bit more experience. Like not even with Dumbia, but for example, you could start Vata, but we know what Luton are like. They'll play a very strong game, and I'd rather a few experienced heads in there. Sissoko probably injured, and he's been all right recently, but maybe someone like Tom Ince, that might be a controversial call.
Cheers me out. Luke, some people are saying Bayo hasn't offered as much as Dumbia in recent games. And actually, if you look back at the last Luton game, Bayo got bullied. Therefore, he needs to sit this one out. Do you agree with that line of thought?
To be fair, I think that last game when we played them at their place, I think everyone got bullied. It was just the fact Bayo was up top and we had no service to him. I know his stats were terrible, but I really personally think that we should go for Bayo. Not with anything against Dumbia. I think he's done great. What he's been doing is he's been solid as to what he's been needed for. But I think again, this game is more of a physical game, and I think we'll need Bayo for it. I think to stick an 18-year-old up top who hasn't even played anything more than 60, 70 minutes at a first team level yet, I think is a big ask. And I personally probably would say Cleverley doesn't want the pressure on him. If he doesn't perform, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders if you don't perform, especially so early on in your career in general, not even at Watford. So I would go for Bayo. He's had a rest now, and he should be the same as Pollock, come out all guns blazing. And I expect him to be fired up and put in a better performance than the last time and actually make up for what he's done within that City red card a few weeks ago. So yeah, I really think Bayo would be the one I would go for. Even if it is going wrong, Dumbia is really good to bring on in terms of that energy in the second half. And I feel like it would have more of an impact off a bench for that game rather than bringing vice versa Dumbia off for Bayo.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to say, Cleverley was saying something about Dumbia. He's been carrying a knot the last couple of games. So I think Bayo will be the fresher out of the two for sure.
Okay. Aaron, does Cleverley need to do anything to address the mentality with the players for this game? Does he need to make them understand what this means for fans? And does he make them watch back that video from November, October, whenever it was?
That's part of the reason why I would play Matty Pollock, because I think of the squad, he's probably one of those that does understand that. I think this game is way more than the 11 that come out and start. You're going to need the whole squad to be on the same page and ready to be called upon. This is one where I think Cleverley himself needs to sort of know that this isn't one you can pre-plan your subs for and things. You're going to need to react. And I think sometimes one of Cleverley's faults is that he holds his cards close to his chest and doesn't call upon the subs quick enough. I think you've got to go into this game being proactive. We need to start on the front foot, of course, but I think everyone on that bench needs to know that you could be called upon to win this game or get us the result. And I have total faith that Tom can get the message of what the game means across to those players, but it's about them coming out and doing it. And when we've been to Kenilworth Road the last 2 times, they haven't come out and done that. So, you know, it's a big ask, but you know, you would hope as a fan watching that just that last game where they were beaten so terribly should be enough to motivate you.
I'm hoping they still remember the fans' reactions after. All the players came over, and in terms of away ends I've been in, that was really bad, the reaction to them. And I'm hoping that sticks with him. I'm pretty sure that would have stuck with Cleverley, who at the end of the day is going to be one drilling into the boys about what needs to be done for this game. And I really hope that reaction we have after the game at their place gives them a little bit of, like, it's time to get, you know, our revenge.
Brilliant. And we've moaned about atmospheres we are at Vicarage Road, haven't we? I think probably for the first time this season, this is going to be a loud sellout, isn't it?
Yeah, nearly a sellout. Obviously, don't sell out of it very often, a couple hundred seats away. But the last good atmosphere I remember at the Vic was Luton home, funny enough, 3 years ago, which was absolutely electric from minute one. Well, it helps we scored in the 3rd minute, but yeah, that's probably one of the best atmospheres I've seen at the Vic, along with when we beat Liverpool 3-0, United 4-1. Yeah, it was brilliant. And obviously, some people are pots are in, pots are out. Just it's all about the team on Sunday, not the owners.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And we'll be watching live on Sky on Sunday. Drop us your predictions in the chat. That'd be great. Speaking of predictions, we've started to now. Season's starting to fizzle out a little bit. Less than 12 games left to go, and I'll see you again. So we're starting to make our predictions all across the EFL and the Premier League. Starting, of course, with the big one in our own league, who's going up. So let's have a quick look at that. No, you could care less, I think. But given the fact that all of you have now seen these 4 teams in action, probably some of them twice as well, I thought it'd be good for you to have your kind of say of this. Who deserves to go up? There's chat at Aaron about Burnley being too boring and Sheffield United being too lucky and Sunderland being too young. But who in your right mind deserves to go up, and who would you then like to see go up?
I think the best team in this league is Leeds United. And it's just part of it's the quality they have. Their team, they'll give you the argument they've sold players and whatever, but their team is just worth far and away more than what the rest of the leagues is anyway. They should be that good, and they are that good. I'd like to see them gone because I'd rather them not have to play them next season because I hate going there as well. It's So yeah, get them up. I think they will go up. I think they probably will go up as champions. In terms of who deserves to go up, I think Sheffield United, given where they were at the start of the season, where they weren't sure who they were going to have staying around. There was questions over the ownership, whether they were going to be able to bring in many people at all. And then even when they have got over that hump, they've had loads of injuries from what I've seen. I think to manage, to manage all that. Yeah, and 2 points deducted. Yeah, to manage all that, an injury crisis, and still be where they are, that deserves promotion for me. So I think out of those who I'd like to see go up, I'd like to see Sheffield United get it done.
Okay, Luke.
Same as well. I think out of all the teams we've seen so far at the Vic, Leeds were just at another level. They reminded me of when we used to have the top 6 Prem teams and they would just blow us away. I think their level was just so high, and I've watched them quite a few times. I really enjoy watching them. The quality they have is probably good enough to be better than the bottom 3 currently in the Prem, I would say. So I feel like they'll go all guns blazing and go up as champions, and I think it'd be Sheffield United second. I feel like Burnley will drop away. I really just think the way Burnley play, it's not how you should get promoted in Championship. Like from a neutral perspective, Burnley fans might say the same. I don't think they even enjoy the football. I saw some stats and they've only scored like 3 goals. There's been 3 games where they've scored 2 or more goals at home. Like that's just surely not enjoyable to watch. But Leeds and Sunderland will be good tonight. I feel like that will again bridge the gap. But yeah, Leeds is champions, Sheffield United second. And they're just not Burnley up in the playoffs. Just not them.
Rio, quickly, agree?
Yeah, no, it's a good game tonight. Leeds Sunderland, 2 of my favourite teams to watch in the Championship. If Leeds don't do a Leeds, they should run away as champions. They have been the best team in the league, albeit they are second. They blew us away. Sheffield United, I mean, I was looking at who they signed in the summer. I mean, you've got some names like Kiefer Moore, Gilchrist, O'Hare, also named Burton Diaz. They signed quite many players in the window, and if you're excluding Tom Cannon, they spent about 10 million, which when we went down in 22-23, we signed a Coy and Bayo for 10 million. So that says all you need to know. And yeah, Burnley, they just keep taking over, don't they? So I want Leeds and Sunderland to go up actually, and probably Sheffield United.
Okay. All right, good shouts. Before we finish then this week, we are looking at the worst ever Watford kits. We asked these 3 to put one on if they manage to get one. I can see you not let me down. Luke, I think yours is the worst. If you stand up, all of you.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up because I have a reason why I need to stand up. Right, so this is the 20 to 21, right?
Yeah.
This is it here.
Yeah.
And this is a size. I'm about 5'8", right? And it's a size small. It goes down literally to like down to my knees are enough. And it was the first. I think I hate it because of that, because it was the first season we had with Kelmer, and they just didn't get the sizing right at all. And obviously I weren't going to get the kids one, because if I got the kids one, I'm going to have the betting one. So everyone know I had the kids kits. I was like, I'm not doing that. It is so long. And it's just like the speckle here, just looks really cheap. Like I really just didn't like it. I think I bought it because in lockdown we just had nothing to spend and I thought to get it. But it's just so outrageous. Like don't get me wrong, it was a good season, but it's a god awful kit and it don't fit me still. I don't think I'll ever fit into this, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. All the designs with the black and too much black, it just seems bad for me. Rio, yours is an example of that as well.
Yeah. It's the one I'm wearing right now. I actually didn't mind it at the time, but the fact of how good our kit's been this season and the shorts, the red shorts, it's such a difference. And when you associate Watford with like a colour, it's yellow, isn't it? And then red shorts, just this whole top it's about like 75% black and the other 25% yellow. And then I can't remember what the shorts and socks look like, but they're also black. It was very out of the box thinking from Kel May. And on the away kit front, we had a third kit last season, which was like light blue. I saw it in our group chat actually earlier. It's more of a training top.
Yeah, I was gonna say yours, Rio, would be a really nice training. I remember when it came out, it'd be a really nice training top. That one with the black and yellow, but
yeah.
All right, let's have a look at some that have been sent to us. These are.
You didn't ask Aaron.
Oh yes, sorry, Aaron. Go on.
No offense, well, everyone knows how I feel about the red shorts, so that kit is going in the best kits ever. But no, I picked this one. It was our Premier League, one of the Prem kits when we went back up. Kelmy are actually really good. Okay, so. Yeah, if anyone from Kelmy's watching this isn't a slight on you guys because everything else you do is pretty good. But the home kits have been very hit and miss. And this one, I just think the stripes look weird. It's got these weird panels on the side like a rugby kit. Yeah. And what is this sponsor? I mean, come on. This is one of the most... it's half the shirt. So definitely not my favorite kit. But let's move on to these ones because I'm surprised these have been sent in.
Yeah, some of you might argue with some of these. Let's have a look. Yes. So what have we got here? We've got the away shirt from 93-95 on the left hand side there, which is pretty awful. Again, I think this one here somebody sent it was because of the different. When you've got stripes and the different thicknesses, it doesn't look well. But you might like that one. I'm not sure.
I don't mind that kit because it's one of my favourite seasons supporting Watford. Okay. First season.
That black and white one, that's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Is it?
I love that kit.
No right being in this conversation. That kit was really good.
Yeah.
Apart from the sponsor. The state sponsorship was terrible. But
Mr. Q isn't much better.
Yeah, no, you like your big sponsors, don't you? Mr. Q on there again, another weird one. This one, what year is this? I haven't got my notes on this one. Somebody will tell me in the comments what year that's from.
I want to say from 96, 97.
Can neither confirm or deny. So you
hope that one.
That one. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Anything black and white seems to have not gone down well.
Mark, did you just have Sunderland fans sending these in?
And this
lovely, that one.
I mean, come on, this does not scream Watford, does it? Let's be
I'll
fair.
tell you what, this one in person is actually quite good because you can't really see it that well, but it is more, there's the green colour, it's more green than blue, and there's like Watford badges fading into the kit. From a distance, it doesn't look right, but it actually is okay, that one.
Okay. All right. Have we missed any? Let us know in the comments below. Right, you lot. Good luck against Luton. I can say that now. Luton fans aren't listening. We'll be watching on Sunday. I'll be definitely got it in my diary, ready to not miss this one. Make it a good one for us. We'll see you in 7 days' time to review it all. Enjoy the derby.